Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator Blackburn, welcome, ma'am. So I guess, is there going to be a war? Here's Trump ending a 50-year war. Robert O'Brien mentioned that earlier in the show. Trump is ending a 50-year war with the Iran terrorists and their proxies, and we have to be on the defensive and have War Power Act votes and try to cut off. What's your take on that? Is it going to happen?
My take on this is it is more of Democrat Trump derangement syndrome.
Yes.
The president has the ability to conduct combat operations, and he has done that. That is what we see in Iran. He is within his power to do that. Congress received notification, the Gang of Eight got notification on this before the operations began. We do not need 535 commanders-in-chief.
Well said on all counts. I just do not understand it. And anyway, I may not know everything, but the War Powers Act, which every president since it was passed in the 70s has ignored it. Okay, point number one.
Yeah.
But point number two,
right.
So it still gives the commander-in-chief 60 days plus 30 days to move away from it. So even even on those flimsy grounds, Mr. Trump is doing just fine.
That's right. And bear in mind, sometimes people like to pretend that the War Powers Act is constitutional. It's a part of the Constitution. It is not a part of the Constitution. As you said, this is a modern day law that was passed. The president has plenty of time. He is in his area of responsibility. He is abiding by the directive, and thank goodness the Ayatollah is dead. Thank goodness the leadership of the IRGC is gone. Thank goodness the regime, the reign of terror is over, and that evil leadership has been decapitated, and we are breaking apart the new axis of evil, which is Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea.
Amen. 100 times, man. Maybe 500 times. Anyway, the sky's the limit. Thank you for that. Well, the other thing, there's a DHS, so we still have the Homeland Security partial freeze. Wouldn't this be a time, right, in the middle of this war, even though whatever it lasts, wouldn't this be a nice time to restore the funding for FEMA or the Coast Guard or the Secret Service?
TSA, yeah, Secret Service. You're right about that, because there are long delays at the airports with TSA being understaffed. The Coast Guard, you've had all this terrible weather off the Northeast, and the Coast Guard is understaffed. And FEMA, with these storms and their response, they cannot give adequate response. And ICE, of course, by the way, to all of our leftist friends that are listening, ICE is fully funded through 2029. You can deny DHS all the money you want to say you're going to deny them. ICE is fully funded, and it is completely inappropriate. FEMA is 35% of the DHS budget. They need to be funded. TSA, these people are working without a paycheck. They need to be funded. The Coast Guard, you need to fund these individuals. And the Democrats have a tendency to pick the wrong fight. And they have picked the wrong fight on this one.
Yes,
and they need to just get over themselves and fund DHS. And then if they want to go talk about what they want, you know, the White House has given them an alternative. The ball is in their court.
Yes.
They won't even respond to that, Larry.
Yes, ma'am.
This is not about good governance.
I gotta jump. Yeah. You're terrific.
Hi, folks.